Okay, we have chapter 5 of our Junie B book. Chapter 5 is called No Squirty. Because remember, there was no squirty costume in the last chapter. Dear little piece of paper that I'm writing on my room, today is Halloween. Only guess what? No seltzer bottle. That's what. Because Mother said I am not even allowed to squirt people. And so how am I supposed to scare off the monsters and witches? That's what I'd like to know. Also, my clown hair is not exactly like Squirty's. Plus, I couldn't even find a Squirty shirt. I do not have faith in this costume. From, not exactly Squirty. P.S. I would like to spray Mother with seltzer. I stopped writing and looked at my clock. It was already after dinner. Mother was in Ollie's room. She was dressing him in his Halloween costume. I crawled under my covers with Philip, Johnny, Bob, and I worried about my costume some more. I still don't know why I can't squirt monsters with seltzer, I said. Me either, Philip said. Squirting seltzer would scare their pants off. Just then we heard a knock on my door. I did not say come in, but Mother came in anyway. That is a bad habit of hers. I peeked my eyes out of the covers. Mother was holding baby Ollie. He was wearing a cow suit. My Grandma Miller made it for him for Halloween. Mother put Ollie on the floor. Moo, he said. I made the cuckoo sign at him. Come on, Junie B, let's go, said Mother. Without Daddy here to help, I'm running behind. We have to hurry and get you dressed. Grandma and Grandpa Miller are coming over to take pictures. After that, she got my bag of clown parts, and she spread them on the bed. There was a red clown nose and curly clown hair, and big fat clown pants with spenders. Also, there was a giant bow tie like Squirty wore, and big white gloves, and a shirt with puffery buttons on the front. Mother fastened the buttons of my clown shirt, and she pulled the clown pants over my jeans. Then she put the spenders over my shoulders, and she snapped the bow tie around my neck. And I put on my gloves. I looked at myself in the mirror. But I don't look like Squirty, I said real whiny. I just look like plain old me, except with very stupid taste and clothes. Mother smiled. Well, of course you don't look like a clown yet, silly, she said. You can't look like a clown until you've got your makeup on. After that, she turned me around to face her and she told me to close my eyes, and she put clown makeup all over my face. When she got done, she plopped my clown hair on my head, and then kerplunk, she stuck on my red nose and she beamed real happy. Ta-da, she said, you're a clown. My heart got poundy and thumpy at those words. I turned around to see in the mirror again, and wowie, wow, wow, my eyes popped right out of my head. 'Cause I looked like Squirty, I tell you. I did a loud gasp at that sight. Then I bent over and tried to catch my breath. Whew, I said, whoa, whew. Mother laughed. I'll take that as a compliment, she said. I have to admit, you look a lot more like Squirty than I thought you would. I kept on breathing till I got my air back. Then very slow, I raised my head and I peeked at myself once more. Chill bumps came on my arms. I leaned closer and made a creepy clown grin. I did a shiver. I'm scaring myself silly, I said. Just then the doorbell rang. It was my grandma and grandpa, I think. Mother picked up Ollie the cow and she hurried to let them in. I stayed behind to look at myself some more. I waved in the mirror with my big clown glove, then I backed up a little bit and I pretended to squirt myself with seltzer. Squirt, I said, squirt, squirt, squirt. Very fast, I spun around and I squirted my Raggedy Ann named Ruth and my Raggedy Andy named Larry and my Teddy named Teddy. Squirt, 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 I said again. Finally, I put down my pretend squirt bottle and I sat on the edge of my bed. Darn it, I said, I wish I had a real squirt bottle, 'cause if monsters aren't afraid of my clown face, then how else will I scare them away? I walked back and forth, very pacing. Just then I heard Grandma Miller's voice in the hall. She was giggling about Ollie and his cow suit, and so I couldn't wait for her to see me too. All of a sudden, I got a funny idea in my head. I did a sneaky smile in my mirror. Then very quiet, I tippy-toed out of my room and I creeped down the hall on softy clown feet. And then, I sprang out at Grandma with all my might and I did my scariest scream. Ah, 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 I screamed, ah, ah, ah. Grandma jumped way high in the air. Mother jumped too. I laughed and laughed at that funny sight. Then I ran all around them and I kept on screaming, ah, ah, I'm a screaming clown, I'm a screaming clown. Just then, Grandpa Miller came through the front door. I ran at him very speedy and I butted him in the stomach with my clown head. Then, whoa, Mother grabbed me by my clown pants. For heaven's sake, Junie B, knock it off, she yelled. I stopped screaming and I tapped on her very polite. Yeah, only I'm not actually Junie B, I explained. I'm a screaming clown. I stood there a second, then my whole face lighted up. Hey, hold it. That's a good name for me, Mother. I clapped real excited. If I can't be Squirty, I can be Screamy, I said. I can be Screamy the Clown. After that, I ran to get my Halloween bag and I laughed some more. 'Cause Screamy the Clown can scare the pants off people, I bet. Even without seltzer. So your next prediction is, do you think she's gonna scare anyone, or do you think she's gonna get scared of all the monsters and goblins out trick-or-treating? What do you think? Next chapter in a couple days.